Delegates are requested to switch off your mobile phone or at least put it in the silent mode. Delegates are requested to switch off the mobile phone or keep the mobile phone in the silent mode. Thank you. The bhajan continues. Shiva Shiva Bhava Bhava Sharanam Bhava Bhavatu Sada Bhava Smaranam Shiva Shiva Bhava Bhava Sharanam Bhava Bhavatu Sada Bhava Smaranam Shiva Shiva Bhava Bhava Sharanam Bhava Bhavatu Sada Bhava Smaranam Jala Swamiji has arrived at the venue to enlighten the most auspicious moments. Let us receive Swamiji with our hearts filled with devotion. With immense reverence and gratitude, we gather today for this spiritually enriching program on GITA PANCHAMRIT, the distilled essence of Bhagavad Gita. He is being received by the executive members of the mission, study group members, students and staff of Chinmaya institutions, Kannur. Swamiji will be garlanded by Sri C.P. Srinath, the executive member of Chinmaya mission, and Swamiji will be hoisting the flag, marking the beginning of this significant event. Swamiji is received with Purna Kumbha, a symbol of abundant prosperity that is decorated with kumkum and turmeric, coconut and mango leaves.
सत्यनाथ महाराज की जय।
Swamiji will enter the auditorium shortly. We are blessed with Swamiji's presence. He is being received by the executive members of the mission, study group members, staff and students of Chinmaya institutions. As he walks in, the spiritual aura is expansive and embracing. With folded hands and offering humble pranams, we welcome Swamiji to enlighten us. Swamiji is with us to unfold the power of Bhagavad Gita and to taste the nectar of Bhagavad Gita, the GITA PANCHAMRIT. The GITA PANCHAMRIT beautifully presents the distilled nectar of Bhagavad Gita's teaching, guiding us toward balanced living, purposeful action, and spiritual growth. With folded hands and offering humble pranams, we welcome Swamiji to the auditorium. As he walks in, the spiritual aura is expansive and enriching. Let us embrace devotion and with hearts filled with devotion, we welcome Swamiji, offering our humble pranams to him. The Bhagavad Gita stands as one of the most profound spiritual texts in human history. It is not merely a scripture, but a timeless guide to righteous action, inner strength, clarity of thought, and spiritual awakening. The concept of GITA PANCHAMRIT beautifully presents the distilled nectar of Gita's teachings, guiding us toward balanced living and purposeful action. Swamiji is seated among us. May I request all the delegates to switch off the mobile phone or please keep it in silent mode. May I request all the delegates to switch off the mobile phone or please keep it in the silent mode. Hari Om. Humble pranams to the lotus feet of Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmaya. On behalf of our mission, we extend our heartfelt pranams and a very warm welcome to Swami G. Today's discourse will enlighten our minds, strengthen our values, and inspire us to live with purpose and wisdom. Before we proceed to the talk, it's our tradition to invoke the divine through devotional bhajans and chanting. Marking the 75th year of Chinmaya mission, we have with us 75 staff and students will invoke the blessings of our Gurudev through the soulful rendering of the bhajans. Over to the bhajans team, Swara to Ishvara.
The bhajans will be followed by the most beautiful composition of the theme song of Amrit Mahotsav, the 75th anniversary of the Chinmaya mission. In connection with the celebration, the song is composed by none other than our Guruji, Swami Tejomayanandji. The rendering is by 75 members of staff and students of Chinmaya institutions as a devotion to our beloved Guruji.
After this divine invocation, we move on to the next segment of today's program, the harmonic chanting of 15th chapter of Holy Bhagavad Gita, that will be followed by the 5 shlokas of Gita Panchamrit. We are very happy to receive the staff and students of Sri Shankara Vidya Niketan Kutyatur and Sri Shankara Vidyapeth Mattanur, those who have joined here for the chanting of 15th chapter of the Holy Bhagavad Gita. Before we immerse ourselves in the sacred wisdom of Gita Panchamrit, let us collectively chant the 15th chapter, followed by the nectars of Bhagavad Gita, the Gita Panchamrit. May this collective recitation lead us to internalize the essence of Gita and bring peace, strength, and wisdom into our lives. Over to the bhajans team.
परमात्मने नमः। अथ पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः। पुरुषोत्तमयोगः। श्रीभगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमधः शाखम् अश्वत्थम् प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदविद्। अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखाः गुणः प्रवृत्ता विषयप्रवालाः। अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्दतानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके। न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा। अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यम् यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः। तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्ते प्रसृता पुराणी। निर्माणमोहाजितसङ्गदोषा अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामाः। द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसंज्ञैः गच्छन्त्यमूढा पदमव्ययम् तत्। न तद्भासयते सूर्यः न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम। ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः। मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति। शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात्। श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते। उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः। यदन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितम् यदन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानः नैनं पश्यन्त्यचेतसः। यदादित्यगतं तेजः जगद्भासयतेऽखिलम् यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकम्। गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधी सर्वा सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः। अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्। सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः मत्तः स्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च। वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यः वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम्। द्वाविमौ पुरुषौ लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च। क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते। उत्तमः पुरुषस्त्वन्यः परमात्मेत्युदाहृतः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः यो मामेवः सम्मूढः जानाति पुरुषोत्तमम् स सर्वविद् भजति माम् सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे पुरुषोत्तमयोगो नाम पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः।
The chanting is continued with the chanting of Gita Panchamrit.
उद्धरेदात्मनात्मानं नात्मानमवसाधयेत् आत्मैव बन्धुः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि यत्करोषि यदश्नासि यज्जुहोषि ददासि यत् यत्तपस्यसि कौन्तेय तत्कुरुष्व मदर्पणम् अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो माम् ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषामित्याभियुक्तानाम् योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम् सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः।
We thank the bhajans team for the soulful rendering of bhajans and the chanting of 15th chapter of the Holy Bhagavad Gita. May we request all the bhajans team to occupy the seats among audience. On behalf of our mission, once again we extend our heartfelt pranams to Swami G, Swami Swaroopananda, and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you present over here. The venue is now filled with the spiritual aura by the rendering of 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita and the nectar of Gita, which is the Gita Panchamrit, by every single one of you with divine power. May this devotional beginning prepare our minds and hearts to receive the nectar of wisdom from our Swami G, Swami Swaroopananda. 15th chapter holds a special place in the Gita. The 20 verses beautifully presents the nature of the world, the individual soul, and the supreme reality. It reminds us the eternal roots of the existence and guides us towards self-realization. Chanting this chapter is believed to purify the mind strengthen inner clarity, and deepen our understandings of life's true purpose. When recited together with devotion and awareness, the vibrations of these sacred verses create an atmosphere of harmony and spiritual upliftment.
Continuing in the same spirit of devotion and reflection, we shall continue with the chanting of the Gita Panchamrit, the distilled essence of the Bhagavad Gita. The Gita Panchamrit encapsulates the core message of the Bhagavad Gita, guiding us towards right understanding, self-discipline, devotion, and purposeful action. Chanting these selected verses reminds us of the fundamental truths that shape a life rooted in dharma and inner strength.
The collective chanting of the 15th chapter has filled the sacred space with divine vibrations and spiritual harmony. All the parents are requested to occupy the seats before we begin the program. May I request all the delegates who are standing, please be seated in the auditorium. We remind you to switch off your mobile phone or keep it in the silent mode. All the delegates are requested to be seated as we proceed with the next program. Also, after the program, the delegates are requested to have a look at the publications. We have a variety of books from toddlers to elders, in the range of different age group, different price. Please have a look at the publications and you can grab a copy of your book for yourself, or even it can be gifted to your loved ones. Also, please have a look at the counters of the Chinmaya institutions, Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Chinmaya Arts and Science College for Women, and Chinmaya Institute of Technology, where the admissions will be open for the next academic year. Before we continue with the discourse of Gita Panchamrit, we are privileged to present a short video that reflects the inspiring life and timeless teachings of Swami Chinmayananda, a visionary spiritual master, a dynamic teacher, and the founder of Chinmaya Mission. Through his tireless efforts, he brought the profound wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads to the people across the world in a simple, practical, and transformative manner. This year marks the 75th anniversary of Chinmaya Mission, Amrit Mahotsav, and we are blessed to listen to the theme song which was composed by our Guruji Swami Tejomayananda. We had seen the devotional rendering of the theme song by the 75 members of staff and students along with other students of Chinmaya institutions. This year marking the 75th anniversary of Chinmaya Mission, a significant milestone that celebrates decades of dedicated service in the field of spiritual education, value-based learning, social service, and cultural revival. From its humble beginnings to becoming a global movement, the mission continues to inspire countless seekers to discover their inner potential and live a life of purpose and righteousness. Today's discourse by Swami Swaroopananda Ji is based on the 5 nectars of Bhagavad Gita, the Gita Panchamrit. We remind all the delegates, tomorrow by 5:30 p.m. we will continue the discourse of the second day of the 5 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, the Gita Panchamrit. May I request all the delegates to be seated among the audience. The delegates, those who are standing, please be seated as we proceed with the next segment of our program. The next segment will be the video presentation that shows and reflects the inspiring life and timeless teachings of Swami Chinmaya. May we request everyone to kindly maintain silence and attention as we proceed with the video presentation.
ഒരു ചെറിയ കാര്യം പറയട്ടെ. ദിവസവും ഒരു ചെറിയ തുക മാറ്റിവെച്ച് വലിയത് വാങ്ങണം. ഗാഡ്ജറ്റ് ആയാലും അപ്ലയൻസ് ആയാലും മൈജി സൂപ്പർ EMI. ചെറുതിന്റെ പവർ.
Do you know what's the future of cloud computing? It's Docker and Kubernetes. Why? Because technology is continuously evolving and businesses are shifting towards cloud-based solutions, and containerization is the most popular method of doing so. And guess what? You can learn the basics of Docker and Kubernetes for free. Attend Scala's masterclass on fundamentals of Docker and Kubernetes to learn the concepts of containerization and the most popular commands. By the end of this session, you will be able to build your first Docker file from scratch. So without further ado, click on the link below to register.
Having witnessed the inspiring journey and timeless vision of Swami Chinmaya through the video presentation, we now move to the next segment of today's program. It is said that culture and spirituality go hand in hand. While knowledge enlightens the intellect, art elevates the heart. In our tradition, dance is not merely a form of entertainment, but a sacred expression of devotion, a graceful offering of gratitude and reverence. To extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to our beloved Swami G, the students of Chinmaya Vidyalaya have prepared a special invocation dance. Through rhythm, expression, and devotion, the students of Chinmaya Vidyalaya Kannur offer their respect and celebrate the spirit of our rich culture heritage. Invoking the divine presence of Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, and Lord Shiva, the cosmic dancer. May their blessings guide us on our path. Let the sacred vibrations of Shanti Mantra bring peace and harmony to our hearts and the universe. On the stage, we'll have the Chinmaya Vidyalaya students presenting the invocation dance, offering their respect and celebrate the spirit of our rich cultural heritage. The invocation dance invoking the divine presence of Lord Ganesha and Lord Shiva. Please join us in this invocation dance. May I request all the delegates to be seated, and the parents of the children are requested to take care of their kids. Please ask them to be seated in the auditorium. Here we have the students of Chinmaya Vidyalaya presenting the invocation dance as an offering their respect to our Swami G and celebrate the spirit of our rich cultural heritage. With the invocation dance, we seek balance, wisdom, inner peace with our attentive presence and appreciative applause. We request all the parents to make their wards to be seated in the auditorium. Join us in this invocation dance, offering humble pranams to our Pujya Gurudev and Swami Swaroopananda Ji.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणवन्दिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणाधीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
by setting tone with the graceful and devotional invocation dance by the students of Chinmaya Vidyalaya, which beautifully reflected our cultural values and heartfelt reverence. We proceed further with this auspicious gathering centered on Gita Panchamrit. It's now time for the formal welcome. As Swami G walks onto the stage and occupies the seat, His Holiness Swami Swaroopananda, we are blessed to listen to Swami Swaroopananda, the 2 days discourse on Gita Panchamrit. As Swami G walks onto the stage, may we invite the secretary and convener of the event, Sri Mahesh Chandra Baliga, to escort him onto the stage, to extend a very warm welcome to our beloved Swamiji and formally welcome the August gathering. Sir, over to you.
Most most respected Swamiji, Swami Swaroopanji, respected Swami Vivekanandaji, Regional Head of Chinmaya Mission Kerala, other Swamis and Brahmacharis from different parts of Kerala, invited guests, Hari Om, and a very good evening to one and all. On the 31st of December, 1951, in a small temple at Pune, a young monk started a discourse with just 4 people in the audience. And that turned out to be a movement which today is spread across 350 countries with millions of devotees across the world. It is none other than Swami Chinmayananda, one of the greatest exponents of Bhagavad Gita in the 20th century. After Puja Gurudev's Swami Chinmayananda's Mahasamadhi in the year 1993, Swami Tejomayanji took over the reins of the Chinmaya mission. In the year 2017, the mantle was handed over to Swami Swaroopanji, who is presently the global head of the Chinmaya mission. And this year, the year 2026, happens to be the 75th year of the Chinmaya movement. This year is known as the Amrita Mahotsav, that is the 75th year. On this momentous occasion, our Guruji Swami Tejomayanji and our present Mukhya Swami, Swami Swaroopanji, came out with 2 unique programs to mark the 75 years of the Chinmaya movement. And they were known as signature events. The first event is the Gita Panchamrit. Out of the 700 slokas of the Bhagavad Gita, Guruji and Swaroopananda chose the essence of the Bhagavad Gita Panchamrit. Swami G had planned that this will be conducted mainly in the metro cities and the state capital with not less than 10,000 audience, because Swamiji wanted to spread the message to the maximum people in the minimum time of this 1 year. But when we requested Swamiji that the people of Kannur would like to have this Gita Panchamrit, Swamiji very graciously accepted our invitation, and we feel honored and blessed that Swamiji could consented to come over to Kannur. On behalf of all the public of Kannur and the Chinmaya mission members, we extend a warm welcome to Puja Swami Swaroopananda, who has come here to conduct this Gita Panchamrit. Similarly, there was another unique program which was envisaged, was the Hanuman Chalisa Havan. And yesterday, we had the privilege and fortune to have the Hanuman Chalisa Havan at our Chinmaya Balabhavan Kannur, where Swami Sharadanda from the Chinmaya International Foundation conducted the Havan, and in which around 2,000 members took part in the Havan. So we are really blessed to conduct the two signature events which was planned during the 75 years of the Chinmaya movement. And once again, I extend a warm welcome to Swamiji, as well as all of you who have been present here. We have delegates from across the state coming over for this unique event. And also, I take this opportunity to welcome the press and media who has been very kind to us and have been giving wide coverage to our activities. And once again, I thank everybody and look forward to see you all tomorrow also. A warm welcome to one and all. Hari Om.
Thank you, sir. We now move to a sacred and traditional segment of our program, lighting the ceremonial lamp. It signifies the dispelling of darkness and the ushering in of knowledge, wisdom, and divine grace. Commitment to walk the path of righteousness, guided by wisdom and strengthened by devotion. May we invite Sri K.K. Rajan, the chief sevak and the senior most devotee of Chinmaya, Swami Chinmayananda, and also joining with them the winners of Gita chanting competition, Northern region, in various category. We have Mr. Sayuj TV in the open category from Sri Shankara Vidya Niketan School, Kuttiyatur, and he is the winner in the open category. Also we have Nirjari Lakshmi, Chinmaya Vidyalaya Taliparamba in Group D category of 6th standard. Ms. Navisha R. Shetty, Chaitanya Vidyalaya Kasarkod in Group C category, 3rd standard. And Chitrangada Verma, St. Joseph English Medium School, Group B category, 3rd standard. They will be joining Sri K.K. Rajan, the chief sevak and the senior most devotee of Swami Chinmayananda, for lighting the ceremonial lamp.
May I request all the delegates to maintain silence, and those who are at the end of the auditorium are requested to please be seated. Disha, you can go and do. It's okay. As our program continues to unfold in devotion and reflection, the Gita continues to illuminate minds and guide humanity through its timeless wisdom. We are indeed blessed that Swamiji is with us today, graciously sharing his insights and spiritual reflections. His words will deepen our understanding, strengthen our values, and inspire us to lead lives rooted in Dharma and inner clarity. It is with profound reverence and gratitude that we invite our Swami G to deliver the discourse on Gita Panchamrit, the sublime essence of the Bhagavad Gita. With folded hands, I humbly request our Swami G to kindly address the gathering. Let us listen with devotion and feel the spiritual vibrations in and around us. Swami Ji, over to you.
समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचानूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् First and foremost, my heartfelt joy as well as deep appreciation for Chinmaya Mission Kannur to organize the Sri Hanuman Chalisa Havan as well as today's program where we had hundreds of adults, youngsters and children chanting the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita and the Gita Panchamrit. Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda, as you have seen his entire life, hailing from this state of Kerala, what a wonderful state that all our great masters, Sri Adi Shankaracharya, Sri Taponji Maharaj, and Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayanand Ji, all from this divine land of Kerala. And therefore, it is always a great joy to come home in this land from where our Guru Parampara comes. Puja Gurudev dedicated every day of his life, ever since he started from the first set of discourses on the Bhagavad Gita, which he called as Gita Gyan Yagya. And having gained this knowledge from his Guru, Swami Shivanji Maharaj and Swami Taponji Maharaj, he himself realized that growing up in our own country with the modern education, how separated, how divorced we get from our own heritage, our own culture, and our great knowledge systems that gives us all the tools to manage our life meaningfully, manage our life joyfully, productively, and most important, giving to this world. And then, when we leave, as Sant Kabir Das Ji says, Jab hum paida hue, jag hase, aham roe. We all were born crying, except Sri Krishna. We all were born crying, and most people in this life continue to cry, and when it is time to depart, even then they are crying. But Kabir Das Ji says, Aisi karni kar chalo, hum hase jag roe. That live your life in such a way that you go fulfilled, you go happy. You depart from this world smiling, and the world pines for you. That indeed, there has been such a glorious person without whom our life would not be the same. Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmaya Ji Maharaj has been such a great saint, philosopher, social worker, freedom fighter, everything in one. And he realized that answers to all our life's problems, confusion, dilemmas, work-life balance, all the answers are there if we understand the Bhagavad Gita, not given to some Arjuna in the past, but given to each one of us in whatever condition of our life we are today. In whichever situation we are, Bhagavad Gita has the answer to how we can make our decisions in life, how we can attain success, and that too also without stress. Not only success, but success of great significance. It gives us completely life management techniques, which we can not only apply in the work field, but also apply in our family, in our relationships, in our social contacts, as well as recognizing the very purpose of our life, and fulfilling that to get that sense of greatness that lies in each one of us. And yet, most people do not even know the secret of what greatness lies in us. The great rishis, the great Vedantic masters, have given us the Mahavakya Tat Tvam Asi. That you are. That infinite satisfaction, happiness, that infinite divine reality is you, whose nature is Ananda Swarupa, not only my name. Nature is Ananda Swarupa, whose nature is bliss. But just like the musk deer, who has the musk in its own navel, goes running around everywhere, searching for little joys, begging of the world, begging of the people for little joys, not knowing that the source of all happiness is in me. And if we keep on searching for it like the musk deer, we get lost in the forest of life, getting the whiff of that fragrance that lies within us, but not discovering that we can be where we are, in whatever stage of our life we are, and attain that happiness for which we do everything. Is there anyone here who wants sorrow and does not want happiness? In one college, when I was speaking to youngsters, asking the question, isn't it that all of us want happiness? Everybody had a straight face. I said, anyone wants sorrow? One young boy put his hand up. So everybody looked towards him. You want sorrow? He said, because sorrow makes me happy. Everybody wants happiness, and yet not discovering that that happiness is our nature. We roam about begging from the spouse, begging from the children, children from parents, and thinking that only when we get some things will we be happy. Even if we were to get all the wealth in the world, yet happiness is not guaranteed. What is the secret of that happiness? What is that secret of attaining your goals and yet having that peace, that happiness, and most important, that love which brings harmony in this world? We all have heard about the greatness of the Bhagavad Gita. Some of you have started chanting the Bhagavad Gita also. Yet very few venture into understanding what is the loving message of Sri Krishna to all human beings, and how it can enrich our life not only with productivity and wealth, but with peace, happiness, harmony, not only in the family, but also in the community. It's time we get out from this mindset, that this is religion. I'm not religious. Because what we see in the name of religion is only division. And when there is lack of proper knowledge, where there is no vision, there will be division. Not only outside in the world, even in your own mind and intellect, you will find, why is it that we have got doubts? Why is it we keep saying, I knew I should have done something like this, but I am not doing it, and now why am I failing? This dilemma continues within us. And this was the same thing that Arjuna went through in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He was a warrior and therefore he had to fight a war. We don't have to pick up weapons. But each one of us faces a battle in our life. How do we face those battles? How do we handle those battles? And how do we win those battles and be victorious in our life? Is the message of the Bhagavad Gita. And you can see, even though Arjuna was a mighty hero, a knowledgeable person, a man of great concentration, focus, already a great achiever, but temporarily, the conflict and division that came in his mind, that great Arjuna collapsed in a state of despondency, in a state of depression. How common it is today. I have been coming here, before that I have addressed number of colleges in the different cities. The confusion that our youngsters are going through, the anxiety levels of our children, especially those in the 12th standard who are giving their examinations today. The amount of escapism and addiction that is going on. And sadly enough, ending life at such a young age because out of total despair as to what will happen to me. What if, like these children, many youth of our country, and not only the youth, but each countryman and woman were to have this wee bit knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita. And as Shankaracharya says, Bhagavad Gita kinchita dhita. If one were to read just a wee bit of the Bhagavad Gita, understand it and live it, Ganga jala lava kanika pita. One who could drink just a sip of that Ganga that flows from the feet of Narayan and the head of Lord Shiva, which represents our great culture, just a sip of that culture. Sakridapi yena murari samarcha. And even for a second, that attitude of glorification of Bhagwan and a moment of surrender, kriyate tasya yamena na charcha. Such a person will not be controlled by anybody and not be uncontrollable either, has no dialogue with the Lord of death, no karmas for which one has to suffer. That is just the sip of the Bhagavad Gita. And for this 75th year of Chinmaya mission, for which Gurudev dedicated every moment of his life, every breath of his was spreading this knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita. Because he knew that in our nation building program, in our own upliftment, there is no knowledge that is so motivating, that is so uplifting, that gives us so much dynamism, so much clarity, as well as makes us discover our ability to perform in such a way that life begs of you to fulfill itself, because such heroism is there in each one of us. Therefore, even if people will want to study chapter by chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, it might take them a long time. And today, we are not ready to commit until and unless we see some benefit right away, immediately. We want 1 or 2 minutes reels. Therefore, we selected 5 verses of the Bhagavad Gita. And if we only memorize these 5 verses of the Bhagavad Gita and we spread it in our family, in our neighborhood, in our institutions, and to the following generations, the great Bharatiya culture will sustain itself. Because danger to Sanatana Dharma today is not outside. We can fight that. But when the cancer comes from within, you will not even notice. And therefore, if we can keep just 5 verses of the Bhagavad Gita as our daily inspiration, guidance, teach children, grandchildren, school children, college students, once we are familiar with it, we will not be afraid of it. We are so afraid of the Sanskrit language because we are not familiar with it. Everybody knows the greatness of the Bhagavad Gita. We hear a lot about it. How many really even know one shlok of the Bhagavad Gita? Tell any Hindu to chant one mantra. Very often they don't know. What will be there for them that when they need in their life, when they are falling, what is their support? And therefore we selected these 5 verses of the Bhagavad Gita, which gives us all the tools that the Bhagavad Gita summarizes for us, all that we need in our life. The first 3 verses, what we should do and how easily we can do it. The next 2 verses is that if you have done this, the whole universe contrives from God to nature to make it happen for you. And if we want anything to achieve in our life, whether it is material success or whether it is spiritual enlightenment. Remember, Bhagavad Gita was given to a man of action in his field because he was nervous whether he would be able to win the war or would he be able to survive the war and what would happen to his dear and near ones. Thus, it is the knowledge for us here and now. So these 5 verses which you heard the teachers, the children chanting. I'll just list them and then we will go one by one to see how it can uplift us, how it can make that transformation even before you leave from this hall. And this is the miracle that our great rishis did. Not just show some, magic hand tricks. Create that transformation. And whenever anybody used to ask me, have you ever seen your guru do some miracles? Because bina chamatkar, no namaskar. We think that sadhu sons must be showing us some miracles, then only they are different from us. All I can say is that he made our life into a miracle. That is the knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita, the way Swami Chinmaya taught it. So the 5 verses, when Arjuna had fallen to that condition, mental condition, Bhagwan first told him, Uttishta Bharata. And through Arjuna, telling all Bharatiyas, don't think that the world is collapsing. You lift yourself. And therefore from the 6th chapter, even the first verses that Shri Krishna says is Uttishta, Arjuna, Uttishta Kaunteya, is Uddhared Atmanatmanam. The second is, of course, even if you don't know how to chant, you've heard it. Karmanyavadika raste. The very essence of how to do our actions without getting stressed and without getting bound. How to be efficient in our action. Whether to get material success or spiritual success. And how to practically live it. Yat karoshi yadashnasi. And when we live like this, what then happens to us? There's a beautiful song that Guruji has written. He says, Sab sadhana hum hi kare to aapko bhi to kuch karna padega. How does that grace of Bhagwan that is always there, but not everybody receives it because our windows are shut? What grace falls on such a person? And what is possible? And how we can end all the causes of our sorrows. These 5 verses, with the last 2, Ananyas Chintayantoma and Sarva Dharman Parityajya. So without taking more time, we start with the first verse. Please chant along after me. And everybody, just make an effort to chant. Many of you I know chanting of the Bhagavad Gita, but please chant. Udarit. Uddhared Atmanatmanam.
Uddhare Atmanatmanam.
Natmanam avasadaye. Natmanam avasadaye. Quarter verse, so that they can repeat. And everybody, if nothing else, your sweet chanting will send the vibration of peace and harmony to this land of Kannur. So please chant. Doesn't matter if at this moment you feel that you cannot pronounce properly. Start.
Uddhared Atmanatmanam.
Uddhared Atmanatmanam.
आत्मानमवसादयेत्
नात्मानमवसादयेत्
आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः.
Bhagwan's first message is Uddhared Atmanatmanam. Lift yourself by yourself. How many of you have tried lifting up your little child when he's being adamant, he's being stubborn, and he doesn't want to get up, doesn't want to go with you? You might be a 6-footer daddy, yeah, or a strong mummy, but try picking up that child who does not want to get up. You'll find it's very difficult. And if you've not tried with your grandchildren, you'll find that it is difficult to lift a person who does not want to be lifted. One who wants to be lifted like a ballerina, even though she might be 43 kgs, you can just lift her up like this. So if you want to progress in your life, again I repeat, materially, in your relationships, in your spiritual growth, in your meditation, in whichever way you want to progress, first be ready to lift yourself up. And what do we mean to lift ourselves up? If we feel we are sad and we are seeking happiness, be ready to do something about it. Don't sit and cry, why this to me? Why me? World is unfair. Blame the geopolitics of the world, the economic situation, the government, whatever you want to complain. But you must be ready to improve your own condition. So lift yourself by yourself. First thing Bhagavan says, Na atmanam avasadayet. Having lifted yourself, don't allow yourself to fall back down. You all know, no? You go on this particular diet and then afterwards you go for one holiday and then you go back to the same weight. Don't you do that? Having lifted yourself, do not allow yourself to go down again. But there's another deeper meaning to it. Na atmanam avasadayet. Do not look down upon yourself. I'm giving you one exercise. If you do it, you will recognize this. Even while I'm speaking, even while they were chanting, be honest and put your hand up. How many of you first had this thought that I can't do it? You'll be surprised. Today itself, count how many times you repeat to yourself, I can't. You go back home, the children want something, and you feel, I'm tired, I can't. This is not only moment to moment, but when extra work, extra opportunity comes to us, then also we say, I can't. Know that if you think you can't, you can't. If you think you can, you will work towards it. At any age, even at old age, if you keep on thinking that you can't do anything, you will not be able to do anything. But do whatever you can do with that age. Do whatever you can do with your condition. Just last week, I was addressing a group of college students. As I mentioned, their anxiety is, and these are youth round the world I have addressed. The anxiety is that after we finish our studies, we do even not only bachelor's but master's. We spend so much money. We spend so much time of our youth. How can we not be anxious, worried, tense, stressed if we don't even know whether we can get a job? We don't even know we can get a job. Today, why most youngsters are not ready to get married? Because they don't know when the divorce will happen. They're so sure of it. But our message is, do whatever you can do at the time it is necessary. And don't think that you can't be an entrepreneur. If you don't get a job, remember, Bill Gates was selling newspapers. Our Prime Minister, chai. If we are not ready to put in our own effort and wait for things to happen, we are only degrading ourselves. Because to fulfill our destiny, to fulfill our ambitions, to fulfill our goal, and even to attain spiritual heights, we have all been gifted the ability to do it. However, we put so many ifs and buts in our life because we lack confidence. And why do we lack confidence? Whether it is with our upbringing, whether it's with our education system, whether it's your own narrative to yourself, you keep repeating to yourself that you can't. You are a victim. You're not able to do this. You don't have the energy. Do not look down upon yourself. Na atmanam avasadayit. So first is have the will. Have the shubh ichha. Have that will that whatever happens, I am going to achieve my goal. Second is have confidence in yourself that you can. You may not have what others have, but what you have is unique to you, and what you can contribute to the world, no one else can do. If Gandhiji thought, what can I do? If Veer Savarkar thought, what can I do? If Lokmanya Tilak thought, what can I do? If Subhash Chandra Bose said, nobody is supporting me, what will I do with my army? Where would we all be? If each one looks within themselves and recognizes that nature, God, parents, upbringing, society has given us, and we in ourselves are well equipped to do our work. Na atmanam avasadayet. If you look down upon yourself, you're insulting your parents. You're insulting your teachers. You're insulting the whole of nature. You are insulting God, Bhagwan. For each one of us, as long as we live, Even if you think you are useless, recognize only one thing. You've used yourself less. Therefore, na atmanam avasadayet. And if you don't look down upon yourself, you will not look down upon others. There will be no jealousy. There will be no criticism from you. And you will be able to lift yourself by yourself. There's a beautiful shairi. Khudi ko kar buland itna. हर किस्मत लिखने से पहले खुदा बंदे से पूछे तेरी रजा क्या है? How did Sri Krishna lift Arjuna up and his mood up? That Krishna could confidently say, I have given you the knowledge, but I don't insist that this is what you do. Now you do what you want. And Sri Krishna, Arjuna said, I shall do what you have guided me. Each one of us and our Puja Gurudev, I went to him as a teenager, 19-year-old teenager. And I don't think anyone could be as motivating, as inspiring, and brought out the best in me. If only we could hear his Bhagavad Gita, and tomorrow you will get to hear it from him only. Even what I speak is only from him. Whenever Krishna says, lift yourself by yourself. If at this moment you feel you do not have enough finances, work for it. Will it. If you feel you're not happy, work towards that happiness. Don't sit down and say, Bichara mein. No? Will to get yourself out. How many young people are going through depression? But no psychologist can help them, no medicine can help them. And when I get a chance to meet them, I ask them one question. Do you want to get out of this condition or not? All say yes. Then I say, will it? Do whatever you can to get out of it. If you've got ill health, don't sit down and say, succumb to that illness. Try to improve your health. Yeah? So all when I say lift yourself, whether in health, whether in wealth, whether in your relationship, whether in your value systems, whether in your moods, whether it is in your spirit, whether it's in your meditation, whether it's in the knowledge that you are getting, whether it's even in learning these 5 verses, will it. Until and unless you don't will it, you will not recognize that you have the potential. Otherwise, we get upset when somebody criticizes us, is it not? Somebody finds our faults. No. The principal tells the teacher that you should do better. See how we immediately get affected when people find our faults. That time you say, no, I did something great. And express your greatness. Na atmanam avasadayet. It reminds me, there was one person who came for a spiritual discourse. And when it was in temples, etc., so people left their slippers outside. You know? And till today, you go other places, see how neatly they keep their slippers and sandals. But when we go somewhere, we throw our slippers and sandals. Bhagwan is supposed to look after them. We mess up that place. So one person probably came and he was throwing his slippers. So one of the volunteers there told him and got very upset because people were doing that. So, even though I don't use these words, but just to narrate it to you, he told him, "Are you an idiot? Can't you read? Keep your slippers neatly." He got so offended, not for what he was doing wrong, but for being called an idiot. So he came out, and that Mahatma who was giving the discourses stopped him. He said, "What type of devotees you have? What type of sevaks do you have?" I walked inside, and that fellow told me that I am an idiot. Do I look like an idiot? Do I look like an idiot? He must be an idiot to call me an idiot. How dare he call me an idiot? That Mahatma, instead of calling him an idiot, told him very gently that that man called you an idiot once. You in front of the congregation called yourself an idiot 10 times. Whom should you be angry at? Isn't it? If you only feel that you can't do something, you feel you are a victim, you feel you don't have it in you, then if people criticize you, why are you feeling bad? Because you are criticizing yourself. Whenever you are given an opportunity, say by nature, by Lord, at that time, if you say, "I can't," you are criticizing yourself. Therefore, lift yourself from that mood and say, "I can." For anything good, huh? And you'll be surprised that you will recognize that ability that is there in you, that wisdom that is there in you. And as you start expressing yourself, you'll find there is much more power, much more energy, much more dynamism, much more wisdom that you can think that you have. And therefore Krishna says, "Atmaiva hi atmano bandhu, atmaiva ripuratmana." You yourself are your best friend. You yourself are your worst enemy. Now, how can I be? Which means that mind which you identify and think it is me is your worst enemy. It is this mind only. If we tame, if we uplift, we enrich them with values and keep its mood sattvic, and we take that mind to recognize our own Atma, which is the Atma in everybody. That mind is our best friend. And therefore, conquer your mind and you have conquered the world. Win over the mind and you have won over everybody. The whole question is, why am I in this condition where I feel myself to be helpless? As long as India was spiritual, looters came for millenniums to loot this country. Today also they are trying. India has never been a poor country. But as long as India lived its spiritual values, it was the richest country in the world. Na atmanam avasadayet. Don't look down upon your country. Don't look down upon your culture. As long as Bharat was enlightened by the rishis, as long as Bharat lived its values, as long as Bharat lived its dharma, it was a force unreckoned. Of course, our history books have only taught us about the Mughals and the British. How many empires spread round the world from Bharat without killing people and spread this culture, spread this knowledge, spread this dharma. And today, we look down upon it. Our very core, our very heart, our very essence. And we do nothing about it. Lift yourself by yourself. And having lifted yourself, don't allow yourself to fall. Don't say what I can do, I'm nobody. Whatever you can do, you should do it. Even these 5 verses, memorize. Live by these 5 verses. Spread these 5 verses. And you'll be surprised what you have been able to do. You are your best friend. You are your deadliest enemy. At least will to lift yourself up. The whole of nature is going to support you. Your own mind is going to support you. Because when you are inspired, when you will for something positive, your mind becomes enthusiastic, not a dull victim mind. For you are your best friend, you are your deadliest enemy. Don't blame the political, economic situations. Don't blame job situations. Don't blame God. Don't blame nature. Don't blame somebody else's president or prime minister. Na atmanam avasadayet. Atmaiva hi atmano bandhu. Atmaiva ripuratmana. But the question is, how? Therefore, Bhagavan says, in this very well-known words of the Bhagavad Gita, but so sadly mistranslated, misunderstood, which gives us the complete secret of success without stress, the very essence of efficiency in action, and therefore the attainment of success both materially and spiritually. The world now has given us many management techniques, and most of them collapse every 8 years. Bhagavad Gita has given us a timeless message of management which is unfailable. And Bhagavan says, Karmanyevadika.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते
Karmanyevadikaraste.
मा फलेषु कदाचन
Ma phaleshu kadachana.
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुः
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुः
मा ते सङ्कोस्त्वकर्मणि
मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि.
You're so much more better, but I think you can do better. Don't you think? Let me hear a yes. Can you think to do better? Okay, loudly, little higher pitch.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते
मा फलेषु कदाचन
मा फलेषु कदाचन
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुः
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुः
मा ते संकोस्त्वकर्मणि
मा ते संकोस्त्वकर्मणि
Now tell me, were you not better? And yet, did you recognize this potential until and unless I told you to be better? Tell me. You heard the chanting before and you heard the chanting now. Can you see how much potential you had? Yet, we do not express our potential and therefore our success remains limited. Therefore, how to perform our actions, how to do our duties is up to us. And at each time, lift yourself by yourself. Karmanyevadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. How you do your action with enthusiasm, confidence, with clarity, and with dynamism is in your hand. You agree or not? Just now you showed it. Yeah. A congregation of almost 2,000 to 3,000 people. When you were chanting on stage, I couldn't hear you. And now, when you chanted, I'm sure even people outside could hear you. So just to make you understand how much potential you have, let's chant once more.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन
मा फलेषु कदाचन
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुः
मा कर्मबलहेतुर्भुः
मा ते संकोस्त्वकर्मणि
मा ते संगोत्सवकर्मणि.
Here also 4 things Bhagavan has said. Karmani eva adhikarah te. In context of the Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna is saying, that at this moment, all of us sitting here, we are adhikaris for karma, not so much for renunciation right now. Then the meaning, second understanding is that to do your action well is in your hands. How you do your action is in your hand. Whatever action you've taken up, whatever goals you have set for yourself, whatever duties you have, how you perform that action is according to your will and to the best of your capacity. And the results come according to your performance, governed by the laws of nature, which are eternally just. Therefore, second is, don't worry. Didn't say don't think about the result, don't have the result. Ma is a very gentle way. Please don't. Don't worry about the result. How can I not worry about the result? Well, if worrying helps you to perform, worry. But by worrying about the results, you're not going to get the results. Worrying is like rocking on a rocking chair. It gives you something to do but never gets you anywhere. If by worrying you could get, everybody would get what they want. It is by our action we get the results. Not by our worry, not by our wishful thinking, but our determination to reach our goal. When we perform to the best of our capacity, not only the results that you wanted will come, it will be better than that. And even if you did not get what you wished for, whatever you get will be the best for you. All you have to do is know that you have done your best, and whatever you got is the best for you, and make the best of it. That's the meaning of Ma Phaleshu Kadachana. Ma Karma Phala Heturbuhu. Let your actions not be only for some limited gain. Because when you perform to the best of your capacity, you recognize your potential, your confidence level grows, your joy and fulfillment grows. And when you work with such inspiration, you may not get what you wished for, but you get much more than that. But very often, we just think about that little gain, but you don't think how much you got. But what if I don't get? Am I not a failure? And if I'm not going to get what I want, why should I do anything? Therefore, Krishna says, Mate sangostva karmani. Never be inactive. Don't stop performing. Even if you think that you have failed, don't stop performing. Don't give up. See how beautiful 4 things. Put all your effort in the now, in the present, in your action. Don't waste your energy worrying about the results. Know that action gives you much more than just a result. So therefore, let not your motivation only be a limited result. Think of higher goals. Think of higher achievements. Think of higher gains that you have got. But never give up as a failure. Mate sangostva karmani. Today I will give you an example. Life of saints and sages. Lives of avatars you have seen. How many battles they had to fight, how many difficulties they had to fight. How many years did Dhruva have to meditate? How many sufferings did Prahlad have to take? How many years did Siddhartha have to meditate to become a Buddha? But one thing in them was, they did not give up. Yeah? They didn't sit back and say, why? But I'll give you one example from the corporate world. Yeah? You see how Bhagavad Gita applies everywhere. Just because sometimes what you wanted you did not get, don't label yourself as a failure, because if you have done your best, what you have got is the best for you. Do the best with it. I'll give you an example from the corporate world. There was a man who was given a lot of funding to make a glue that was transparent, because they wanted to, for all purposes, the toughened glass that is common today, to get glass sheets together. Now, if you had glue is opaque, it is thick, it is sticky, it is smudging, so you won't have transparent glass. To make a glue so transparent, you had to make the glue very, very thin. And if it was very thin, it wasn't strong. What to say, to keep a glass together, even a paper could not stick firmly. You could easily remove it. His funding stopped. He thought he was a failure, and he went into depression. This is in the early 1980s. He went into depression. Luckily, when you keep good friends, good company. There's a friend and whose wife told the friend, your friend is in depression, he's not eating food. Why don't you bring him to the house? I will look after him. It was nice for her because she had someone to whom she can talk to. And he had someone who would give him food and keep him, stimulated. One day, as usual, she was grumbling about her husband, that he doesn't remember anything. Therefore, I have to stick with the glue all messages to remember on the refrigerator. All messages on the refrigerator. Look, to clean it out, to take it out, my refrigerator is so messy. Why can't they make a sticker with a glue that sticks but does not stain? He thought he was a failure, but was his work a failure? He had made a glue that was so light that you could remove it and it wouldn't stain. And from that came the world's most lucrative patents, what we use today as stickers. This man became a multi-millionaire overnight because she made him understand that what he has done may not be useful for what he was working for, but it is definitely useful for something else. Therefore, it is said, Ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbuhu. So simple, do your best in your duties and in your action. Results will come according to your action. The more you worry, the more you are stressed, your action will not be efficient. Therefore, the results also will be bleak, will be not that good. However, if you do your best, keeping your mind not in the future, plan out. Keep it as your goal. But work for it in the present. When the result comes, even if it is not the way you wanted it, accept it, make the best of it. If your mind is calm when you accept, just like when he was listening to that woman complaining about her husband and the ugly glue on the refrigerator, he got that brilliant idea that what I have created is not wasteful. In fact, it became more useful to everybody, including housewives. Till today we use it. So, ma karma phala heturbuhu mate sangostva karmani. Don't give up. Pursue. Pursue gaining knowledge, especially the knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita. Pursue your duties. And the greatest benefit you get from that, the results will be outstanding. But more than that, your existing limitations due to your vasanas, your past habits, they get eliminated. You don't create more likes and dislikes. You don't create more regrets and frustrations. You don't limit yourself that you are a failure. You are able to get out of your shell, free yourselves from your karma bandhan. What is this karma bandhan? Whenever you do any action, if you get what you want, you get excited, and then you become addicted to it. You want more and more of it. Even afterwards, you don't enjoy it, but you will want it. Or you feel so dejected that you have a hatred towards it. These likes and dislikes color our mind and intellect. Whether it is in your marriage, whether it is in your job, whether it is in your spiritual progress. The whole question is, how do I do my actions? How do I do my actions and don't worry about the future? How do I do my action and free myself from the agitations of our mind? That is what Bhagwan teaches us, that methodology. We will chant the verse, but I will explain it tomorrow. So, Yat Karoshi.
यत् करोषि यदश्नासि यज्जुहोषि ददासि यत्
यज्जुहोषि ददासि यद्
यत्तपस्यसि कौन्तेय
यत्तपस्यसि कौन्तेय
तत्कुरुष्व मदर्पणम्
तत्कुरुष्व मदर्पणम्.
I tell you, if you learn this verse, you will not mispronounce sa and sha. Gujaratis particularly. Sha and sa. So Sanskrit language improves your diction also. Yeah? So how do I live this life of karma yoga? You know, duty, duty, no beauty. How do I do my? Bring love into your action. Bring devotion into your action. And what is true love? Whether it is for your family, whether it is for the society, whether it is for the nation, whether it is for God. And you live that way, you will find the best that can come out of you, and the best that you get in your life, and the best that you can give to life. So that we will take up tomorrow with the two other most beautiful verses. And if you listen to those verses, I'll guarantee you there is nothing in life you will worry about. Nothing in life you will worry about. So that will be tomorrow. There will be a number of other wonderful programs for you tomorrow, and I shall give you a little bit of a teaser. Tomorrow you are in for a surprise. Should I tell you what it is? Then it won't be a surprise. Something most wonderful you are going to experience tomorrow. Besides, of course, the discourse on the Bhagavad Gita. You will hear Gurudev. And in an avatar that you have not seen before. Yeah? So, please do, even though the hall is packed, please spread the message, and I request, bring all your teenagers, inform all the college-going youngsters, bring your spouse, not very little children. If you bring them, we can keep them entertained outside. But if even one session tomorrow, the youth of Kannur were to hear, the stress, the anxiety, the addictions that are going on will come to a reduction. So, be a Gita Duta. Remember these 5 verses. Spread these 5 verses. Teach these 5 verses. Must have been given that pamphlet, no, of these 5 verses. Tomorrow, if they be possible, I'll tell them to put it on the screen so that you can see and you can read. So please spread the word. Come back. It's only one more day. And if you are inspired, let your neighborhood know. Let your friends and relatives know. And even one talk on the Bhagavad Gita can transform not only a person's, a family's life, but can transform our whole state and nation. And what makes you think that you can't be that one change maker? So, please spread the word and please be on time tomorrow, and we'll take the concluding 3 verses, and they're highly inspiring. Some of the best verses from the Bhagavad Gita. And we know, it's not even that we wish, you will have the most wonderful life. It's not that we are just seeking blessings, that blessings will come in abundance. So with that, we will conclude today's session. I just tell them to sing one kirtan, Sankirtan, lively one that people can sing. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Thank you, Swami G. We humbly put forth.
Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Bhajo Radhe Govind. Sri Radhe
Please join
Govind,
in.
Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Bhajo Radhe Govind. Radhe Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Govind Radhe, 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 Radhe Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Radhe Govind Radhe, Radhe Govind Radhe, Radhe Govind Radhe, Radhe Govind Radhe, Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Bhajo Radhe Govind. Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Bhajo Radhe Govind. Radhe Govind, Bhajo Radhe Govind. Radhe Govind, Bhajo Radhe Govind.
Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Tachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti. Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Thank you, Swamiji. We request all the delegates to be seated to witness the most enchanting dance performance depicting the story of Ramayana, timeless tale of Sri Rama, and paying tribute to Sri Hanuman, celebrating his unwavering dedication. We move to the next segment, a very significant and proud moment in today's program, the book release of Malayalam edition of Prasad Pustika. Meantime, I request all the sponsors to be ready near the stage to collect the copy of Holy Gita as a token of our appreciation from our Pujya Swamiji. We are happy to announce that to mark the significant events of 75th year of celebrations, Central Chinmaya Mission Trust has brought two beautiful Prasad Pustikas, Gita Panchamritam of Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda Ji and Insights from Hanuman Chalisa by Swami Swaroopananda Ji. These two Prasad Pustikas have been translated into Malayalam and published by the Chinmaya Publication Division, Kasaragod, under the auspices of Chinmaya Seva Trust, Kerala. We request Pujya Swami Swaroopananda Ji to release these two Prasad Pustika, and we request Swami Viviktananda Saraswati, the regional head of Kerala Chinmaya Mission, to hand over the same to Swamiji to release the same. It gives us immense joy to announce the release of Malayalam edition of Gita Panchamrit and the Prasad Pustika, the Malayalam edition of Gita Panchamrit and Hanuman Chalisa. I request all the sponsors to come near the stage to collect the copy of Holy Gita as a token of our appreciation from our Pujya Swamiji. We are really grateful to the sponsors who have made this event a great success by their commitment and sponsorship. In the meanwhile, we would request the audience to remain seated to witness the cultural program which will follow. We would like Swamiji to honor our sponsors with a copy of the Holy Gita. First, we have Mr. Ramesh Palikara Raman and Mrs. Samita Mohan, parents of Gautam Ramesh. Next, Mr. Nitin P. and Mrs. Ramya P., parents of Amika and Devik Nitin. Next, Mr. Sunand Krishnod and Mrs. Bindya Alina, parents of Sanvika Krishnod. Mr. Santosh Shenoy and Mrs. Preeti Shenoy, parents of Siddharth Shenoy and Shreya Shenoy. Mr. Salil Raj and Mrs. Vimla Rajgopalan, parents of Navtej Salil Raj. Also, please note, those who wish to be sponsors and co-sponsors of the event, please contact the bookstall. Mr. Mahesh Bhatt and Mrs. Radhika S., parents of Dhruv Bhatt and Chirag Bhatt. Mr. Santosh C. Goodmani and Mrs. Deepa, parents of Amog S. Goodmani. Mr. Arvind C. and Dr. Radhika Keti, parents of Shraddha Nambyar. Mr. Nitin Kumar and Mrs. Rashmi Rameshan, parents of Naira Nitin. Parent from class 1B. Dr. Suresh Babu and Mrs. Srividya, parents of Sahasra Suresh Babu. Dr. Srihari and Dr. Nimisha, parents of Vaiga Srihari. Vaiga and her grandmother will be collecting. Mr. Jitesh S. Marar and Mrs. Dhanya C., parents of Gautam Jitesh. Gautam Jitesh will be collecting. Mr. Harishankar and Mrs. Priyanka Harishankar, parents of Anika Harishankar. Mr. Rajesh CV and Mrs. Rohita, parents of Niharika CV. Srimati Gita Mohandas and Sri Sajeevan.
The delegates, please note, those who wish to be sponsors and co-sponsors of the event, you may please contact the bookstall. And tomorrow, 5:30, we'll continue with the discourse of Gita Panchamrit by Swami Swaroopananda. As we have been deeply enriched by the enlightening discourse on the first two shlokas of Gita Panchamrit, which has filled our minds with clarity and our hearts with inspiration. As we move towards the conclusion of this blessed gathering, we now present a special cultural offering that reflects the devotion in action and expression. The students of Chinmaya Vidyalaya will present today's concluding cultural program based on the sacred Hanuman Chalisa and the timeless tale of Sri Rama, the Ramayana. As the stage is set for the culturals, the delegates, we remind you to visit the publications of Chinmaya Mission at the rear end of the auditorium before leaving the venue. Please have a look at a wide range of books for your toddlers, teenagers, and elders, something for every age group. Right from the self-improvement, meditation, management, Indian culture, devotional, bedtime stories, and specially curated Balakatha series are all available in the bookstall. To know more about these, please visit the bookstall. Also, on the occasion of 75th year of Chinmaya Mission, a special discount of 39% is being offered on all the books of children category and 20% on all other books. And interestingly, we have the Balakatha series, which are really excellent with beautiful illustrations, story, pop-up and audio track, that too with 30% discount. Please have a look at that and you can grab a copy for yourself or you can gift it as a copy can be gifted to your beloved ones. As Pujya Guruji says, gift values over valuables. So these bookstalls will surely create a valuable gifts for your beloved ones or your own self.
For the kind attention of the audience, a bike key has been found. Anybody who has lost it, kindly come to the announcement desk.
Here we have the students of Chinmaya Vidyalaya depicting